Buckle up, because life is not as random as you once believed. Everything that has ever happened to you, every turn, every loss, every delay, has been quietly setting the stage for what is coming next. You may think you are stuck, but the universe has simply been aligning the pieces. God has been whispering to the chaos, ordering the waves that once threatened to drown you, and guiding you toward a moment you've been craving without even fully understanding it. You see, everything you've been waiting for, everything you've cried for in silence, everything that felt like a dream too big for someone like you, is already in motion. It is not arriving someday. It has already begun. This is why your spirit feels restless lately, why a quiet excitement wakes up inside you even on days that seem ordinary. Your soul can sense what your mind cannot yet see. Destiny is opening its doors. But before a great shift, life often becomes the most uncomfortable, right when the promise is near. Everything can feel like it's falling apart. You question yourself, you question your path, you wonder if God has forgotten about you. And yet, this pressure is not punishment, it is preparation, like the stretching of wings before the first flight. Life is expanding you so that you can receive what's next. Think back to the moments you wanted to give up. The nights when hope felt like a myth, and you whispered to the sky, asking why things must be so heavy, so uncertain. But those moments did not break you. They revealed you. They built a fire in you. They shaped a strength inside you that no easy road could ever create. You grew roots in adversity, deep roots that now can carry the weight of the blessings coming your way. You are not who you were a year ago, not even who you were yesterday. Your evolution is quiet, but powerful. God has been shaping your character, rearranging your relationships, removing what does not serve your destiny. Even the losses were holy. Even the closed doors were divine protection, because not everything you wanted was meant for the person you are becoming. And so life has been pruning you, removing what would limit your growth. Buckle up, because the tide is turning, the story is flipping. The plot you thought was ending is actually just beginning. You were not meant to watch others live the life you desire. You were meant to rise into it. But first, you had to discover who you truly are, not the person shaped by fear or doubt, but the one born from resilience, truth, and inner knowing. God does not take you the easy way. When He is building you for greatness, He walks you through deserts, so you learn where the water is. He places you in storms, so you learn how to anchor yourself in faith. He allows certain people to lead, so you learn the difference between those who support you and those who only drain you. Every lesson was a seed planted, and now the season of harvest is arriving. There is a shift happening inside you right now, a calling rising from the depths, telling you that life is changing, that the waiting has not been in vain. You are entering a chapter where things start to make sense, where alignment becomes visible, and your heart finally catches up to what God has been preparing. Everything you are scared of losing, everything you thought wasn't happening, everything you believed wasn't coming, is about to appear in ways you didn't expect. Because God's timing is not slow. It is perfectly synchronized. And when the right moment arrives, life can change in an instant. The door you thought was locked forever will swing open without effort. The opportunity you chased will suddenly chase you. You are being elevated, promoted, moved into rooms where your name has already been spoken, places where your gifts will be valued, places where your presence will be celebrated, not questioned. But to reach these places, you must buckle up, because acceleration can feel like chaos at first. When a plane is taking off, it shakes the hardest right before it rises. Trust the shaking, trust the speed, trust the discomfort, because it means you are lifting off from the ground that once confined you. You were never meant to live a small life. You were designed for expansion, and that expansion begins by letting go of the fear that has been holding you back, by believing that you are worthy of the blessings on their way. There is something extraordinary about to unfold for you. Not because you are lucky, but because you are aligned. You are choosing growth over comfort, healing over hiding, faith over fear, and the universe responds to that courage. It rewards the heart that refuses to give up. The moments where you felt unseen, unheard, overlooked, were simply the quiet before the spotlight. Your value did not decrease because someone failed to recognize it. The treasure does not lose its worth because it is hidden. God was simply waiting for the right eyes, the right season, the right moment. And now, that moment is coming into view. So breathe and release the tension of your past. Forgive yourself for the times you settled. Embrace the lessons you've earned. Because the best version of you is emerging, radiant and fearless, ready to receive what is already yours energetically. You are stepping into divine alignment, and your future is calling your name louder each day. Something within you already knows this to be true. That is why you are here. Listening to these words, finding confirmation that your spirit is right, that your intuition has been guiding you, not misleading you. Everything you've been waiting for is not just possible, it is promised. So buckle up, breathe in the newness entering your life, and understand that the shift has already started. You are crossing the threshold from hoping to having, from surviving to thriving, from wondering to witnessing. This is your time. This is your turn. This is the beginning of the life you have prayed for. You may not realize it yet, but the pieces you once thought were scattered are now connecting in perfect harmony, like constellations that only make sense when you step back and look from a higher view. Every delay, every disappointment was destiny's redirection, because God does not deny you. He delivers you into what is better aligned with the truth of who you are becoming. There is a divine precision to your journey, and nothing was ever truly lost. What left your life was never meant to stay. What broke you open was meant to reveal your strength, and what confused you was meant to guide you into clarity. Life has not failed you. It has been training you. Buckle up, because you are entering a season where doors will open, not by force, but by favor, where the weight you once carried will become light, and where the path ahead will feel like it's unfolding under your feet. One aligned step at a time. There will be no more begging for what is already yours, no more shrinking to make others comfortable, no more apologizing for being who you are. You were created to rise, to evolve, to expand beyond the limits that fear once placed on you. And now the fear is dissolving, because truth is stronger, faith is louder, and your soul is finally leading the way. You are realizing that what is meant for you cannot be rushed, cannot be taken, cannot be stopped. It can only arrive right on time. Think of how many times you almost gave up. Yet something inside you refused to stop. That voice, that quiet push forward, was not just resilience. It was God's hand on your heart, reminding you that your story is not done, that there are chapters still unwritten, and they are filled with hope, fulfillment, and meaning. You did not come this far just to come this far. Your survival is proof that your purpose is powerful, stronger than every storm you've stood in, stronger than every doubt you've ever carried, stronger than the fear that once tried to silence you. Your pain did not defeat you, it initiated you, prepared you to step into the extraordinary. There is a new strength growing inside you, a confidence that does not shout, but knows that you can handle what comes, knows that you deserve peace, knows that you are supported, not just by people, but by the whole universe unfolding in your favor. This knowing is the foundation on which your new life is being built. And so, the universe is rearranging itself, making way for miracles with your name on them, people who will value your heart, opportunities that will recognize your worth, experiences that will elevate your spirit. This is not wishful thinking. This is alignment. The energy you have been giving is returning multiplied. But remember this: blessings require space, and that is why some things had to fall apart. That is why some people had to exit. That is why some chapters had to end. It was never rejection. It was redirection. The clearing of the path, the removal of obstacles you didn't even know were blocking your way. You might feel like you are being stretched right now, pulled into versions of yourself you have not yet mastered. But this stretching is sacred. It is how wings grow before they lift you, how diamonds are formed under pressure, how purpose is activated through challenge. You are not breaking, you are breaking open. God is calling you higher, and higher always feels unfamiliar at first. You may feel like you are stepping into the unknown, but what you are really stepping into is the truth of who you've always been, the part of you that refuses to settle, the part of you that knows you are meant for more. So buckle up, because you are transitioning from waiting to receiving, from doubting to knowing, from hoping to experiencing. Life is about to show you why the struggle was necessary, why the silence was sacred, why the journey took the time it did. Things that once didn't make sense will suddenly become clear. You will realize that nothing was wasted. Not a tear, not a prayer, not a single moment where you held on to faith that felt like it was slipping. Everything contributed to the person you are now, wiser, stronger, softer in the right places, and unshakable in your belief that there is something greater guiding you. The opportunities ahead of you are bigger than the disappointments behind you. And the love coming into your life will make you forget the heartbreak that once made you doubt your worth. Success will come in waves that remind you you were always capable. You are always worthy. You are always enough. Your life is shifting from survival mode into creation mode. This is where you begin to design the life that once felt impossible. This is where you stop asking for permission to exist fully as yourself, and you start owning your space, shining your light, taking up the room that was always meant for you. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Even the twists you didn't choose are leading you to places you were meant to arrive. You will meet people who feel like home. You will walk into rooms that feel like destiny. You will witness miracles that remind you how deeply loved you are by the universe that created you. So breathe deeper than you have in a long time. Let go of the tightness in your chest, the fear of the unknown, the worry of what if, and lean into the beautiful truth that better days are not coming. They are here, and more on the horizon. This is not the end of a struggle. This is the beginning of a breakthrough. The light you thought you lost is returning, and this time it is brighter, because it is informed by everything you have survived. Your glow is earned, and nothing can dim what is divinely restored. You are stepping into alignment with the life your soul has been calling for since the beginning. You are waking up to your purpose, your power, your potential, and the universe is responding, expanding, celebrating your arrival. Everything you've been waiting for is already on its way toward you. And soon, you will understand why God asked you to buckle up. Because once the blessings begin, they will not stop. This moment you are living right now, it is not random. It is an awakening, a shift in identity, a realization that the life once imagined as distant is now standing at your doorstep, knocking softly, patiently, waiting for you to answer. And all you must do is say yes. Yes to growth. Yes to change. Yes to becoming who you were always meant to be. You are entering a chapter where faith becomes sight, where the dreams you spoke about only in whispers become your everyday reality, and where you finally see yourself through the lens of truth, not doubt, not fear, but pure divine possibility. Because that is what you are, a possibility unfolding, a miracle in motion. Buckle up, because the next days, months, and years will not look like anything you have lived before. The energy around you is accelerating. Your blessings are multiplying, and the universe is rearranging everything so that you arrive exactly where you are supposed to be. Even setbacks now are setups in disguise. Even endings are doorways. Even silence is guidance. There will be people who are surprised by your rise, who once underestimated you, ignored you, or doubted you, and yet now they will witness your becoming. They will see you walk boldly in rooms that once felt too big. They will hear your voice in places where you once felt invisible, because confidence grows when you finally realize that the light within you was never fragile, just waiting. You are learning that you don't need permission to be powerful. You don't need validation to feel worthy. Your existence alone is a statement of purpose. Your breath is proof that the universe chose you for this moment, not by accident, but with intention. You will look back one day and smile at how hard you were on yourself, how deeply you doubted your own magic. Because the truth is, you were always capable, always enough, always chosen, even when you didn't feel it, especially when you didn't feel it. Because that is when God was closest, whispering strength into your bones. The waiting season taught you patience. The storm taught you wisdom. The loss taught you appreciation. And now the breakthrough will teach you joy, effortless joy. The kind that arrives after long nights and tired hearts. The kind that does not ask permission to stay. The kind that reminds you that suffering was never the end of your story. So buckle up. Because blessings don't trickle in anymore. They pour. Miracles don't skip your life anymore. They seek you. Opportunities don't pass you by. They pause and knock twice, making sure you notice them, because you are no longer the version of yourself who once overlooked your worth. You are stronger now, wiser now, softer now, in all the places love needs to land, and firmer now, in all the places boundaries must stand. You have learned what to accept and what to release, who belongs beside your growth, and who was only meant to be a lesson. There is peace coming that will feel like breathing for the first time, like waking up from a long sleep and seeing the sun with new eyes. Peace that does not depend on circumstances, but flows from knowing that you are guided, protected, supported by forces greater than anything working against you. Your heart is being prepared for a love that feels like home, safe, deep, honest, a love that does not demand you shrink or hide, but celebrates the fullness of who you are. A love aligned with your spirit, not just your loneliness, a love that mirrors the divine within you. Your purpose is being illuminated, and you will soon see why you had to experience everything exactly the way you did. Because now you can help others. Now you understand compassion. Now you know the weight of pain and the power of hope, and that makes you a light in a world that so often forgets its own brilliance. Your finances, your health, your relationships, your peace of mind. Every area that once felt broken is stepping into overflow, into restoration, into balance. What you thought would take years will happen in months. What you thought would require struggle will come with ease, because alignment replaces effort when you stop resisting the calling placed inside you. So breathe deeply into this new life. Allow excitement to replace anxiety. Allow faith to replace doubt. Allow love to replace fear. Because fear has no role in this chapter. Only clarity, only passion, only a vision so strong it pulls you forward, even on days you feel tired. Look at how far you've come. Look at how much you've survived. You are not behind. You are precisely on time. You are arriving fully and completely into who you were always destined to be. And if you ever question the journey again, remember this. God said, buckle up, because the blessings are not small. The transformation is not subtle, and the life waiting for you is beyond what you once believed possible. You are stepping into a reality that honors your strength, your heart, your purpose. You are ready, more ready than you think. This is your rise, your becoming, your turn to witness everything shift in your favor. Breathe it in, trust the unfolding, and welcome what you have waited for. Because everything you've been wanting, everything you've been praying for, everything you've been preparing for, is starting now.